What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on Mullen Automotive.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and I will show you how we caught this movement to the downside that brought us about 15% of potential profit, or depending on your position, it might save you up to 15% of your capital. So then I will continue with the fundamental news, and I have to say that potentially we have two bullish news on Mullen, but we have quite tricky situation with this news. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. As I already mentioned, I've made my previous video right here at this very point, and my main assumption was that we broke with this movement to the downside, this previous bottom, and because of this, this asset opened the road to the downside. And I've also told you right here that we should at least retest this previous win low at 8.9 cents price point, and probably we will break it. And as you can see, it happened exactly as I predicted, and I have to say that my win rate on Mullen is quite good. I have to say that I got several movements, several spikes in its price to the upside, and the majority of my predictions was 100% legit. That's why you can rely on my technical analysis as a part of your due diligence. So let's continue with the fundamental news, and let me show you first of all this article, this press release, and it was published on April 18th, and it says Mullen Automotive and Global EV Technologies along with EV Technologies LLC form Mullen Advanced Technology Energy Operation LLC to advance energy management technologies, starting with electric vehicles and scaling other energy applications. So by itself it might be quite good news, but not for Mullen, because this company cannot produce any vehicles and they don't have money to produce these vehicles. And this action, this activity of David Michery is nothing else but the attempt to receive more stock-based compensation. And definitely he will receive this money in upcoming months. But this press release by itself shows some interesting details. Right here you can read that in late 90s Lawrence was convinced of a state crime, which was ultimately expunged. Despite these challenges, Lawrence focused his energy and attention on his natural gift for inventions related to electric equipment and batteries, and has dedicated his career to bringing them to market. So, as you can see, previously the head of the partners company had some criminal records, and let me show you that if you try to find some similar activity on Hindenburg Research short sellers report related to Mullen, you can find this. Michery merged one of his prior entities as part of a three-way deal with an individual who was later charged with criminal securities fraud and sentenced to 30 years in prison. Prosecutors alleged that the merger deal involving Michery's prior company was part of the scheme. On top of that, let me show you this bullet point. Mullen's founder, chairman and CEO David Michery led 5 failed penny stock companies prior to Mullen. 2 had their securities registrations revoked by the SEC, 2 terminated their securities registrations, and the last one merged with a speculative gold mining company. So he knows exactly what he was doing and what to do right now. And in my opinion, it is absolutely the same scheme. And you have to do your own due diligence prior to enter any position with Mullen, but there is a lot of red flags on the table. So, and let me show you another potential news that some of retail investors might think that it is a positive. Let me show you this news that Newgate now offering Mullen Go commercial vehicle for $17,000 plus VAT. And here is the vehicle itself, and I have to say that this vehicle should cost much cheaper, because it is a van. It is not the passenger vehicle, despite 5 doors in it. And I have to say that no one will purchase this vehicle. Let me show you why. So previously they stated that this vehicle should cost up to $12,000, but the original vehicle, and you probably know that this original vehicle was made by a Chinese company, and let me show you that here is this vehicle, and it is just 3 doors vehicle, but it doesn't make any difference, because right here you can see that the price of the original vehicle is $4,600, and this article was published on April the 10th, 2021. And this means why in the world someone should pay 3 times higher than the price of original vehicle for this type of electric van. Nobody will do it, and that is why they cannot sell any vehicles at all, and that is why we have more bearish pressure on this company, despite any potential good news that David Misery and Mullen Automotive can publish on their Twitter accounts. On top of that, let me show you that we have a very bearish sentiment on the market. Right here you can see the article, several articles on Investor Place, and let me read you just titles and bullet points. So, don't count on a comeback for Mullen stock, and the bullet points are following. Mullen Automotive stock is still in imminent danger of being delisted. Furthermore, Mullen Automotive's expected $110 million in financing will only add to the company's debt burden. Investors shouldn't expect Mullen stock to stage a comeback anytime soon. And another article is following. Mullen stock alert. Why is Mullen down 5% today? Let me quote you just the subtitle. Dilution seems to be a major worry for Mullen stockholders. And we all know that recently they filed a statement, S3 statement, I guess, that they will dilute existing shareholders from 1.7 billion shares outstanding all the way up to 5 billion shares. And definitely, this is not the best sign for the long-term holders. That is why this asset is in continuous downtrend. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, previously when I made my videos back in the days, and I have to say that I caught a lot of movements of its price action, and I've made several very successful calls that brought a lot of money to the table, on the table of potential traders. But in general, this asset is in continuous downtrend, and nothing can change this sentiment fundamentally. That is why I still stand on my position that you shouldn't enter your long position, your long-term holding position with Mullen, because eventually you will lose the entire amount of your capital. That is why just stay aside, and I have to say that we still have a lot of people, unfortunately we still have a lot of people who entered their position somewhere higher, because right now at this very point, because of its breakout below the all-time low, there is 0 people, literally 0 people on a positive side with their position. That is why just stay aside from this asset, and this potential price action that I drew previously is 100% legit. And if you want to catch some bounces with this asset, just wait for my calls, because eventually I will see some bullish signs that probably from the technical standpoint might lead to the spike of its price. And that is how you can, that is the only way how you can make money with this asset if you don't want to enter your short position with Mullen. So, I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this